Good morning. It's March 10th, 16 days before I leave for my Appalachian Trail hike. I thought I'd do a little bit more of a serious video today. It's always important to do some, you got to test your equipment. You can't just, head out on the trail without, testing your equipment and simulating the conditions you're going to have, out there in the wilderness for 6 months. You want to make sure that everything is up to snuff. So, I figured I'd, take a sleep in my tent here, and it got cold last night. It's winter time, so I mean it was like, it was probably like 15 degrees, I'm guessing, last night. The sun's coming up, so it's warming up out there. Let's see. First of all, I kind of ixnayed on the old burrito tarpe. That was an epic failure. What I have here is it's a big Agnes HVUL 3 tent, Fly Creek edition. They say it's for 2 people, but you'd have to be in love because this thing is just barely big enough for me. There's enough room in the center, believe it or not, on the other end, so that I can sit up and get dressed in the morning and stuff like that. If it's, really cold outside, then, it's good to get some layers on before you head out. The other thing I have here behind me, it's a Cedar Summit large inflatable pillow, which is super comfortable. One of the drawbacks is it doesn't have little attachment cords, so you can't attach it to your air mattress. It kind of floats around with you as you move around at night. I have a LL Bean 850 down sleeping bag, which is good for 20 degrees. I like it. The only thing I don't like about it is you can't unzip all the way around. I can't have my feet hanging out the bottom, and usually I like to have my feet hanging out the bottom. But when it's really cold, it's nice to have them inside where it's not so cold. The other thing I like about this sleeping bag is that it's made for a tall person. I think it's 6'8" tall, so I can lift it. I can lift it right up over my head if it gets super cold out, which makes it really nice. The other sleeping bags I've had in the past, you pull it up and you can barely get it up to your chin. So this one here is super cool. I also, I've got this merino wool little hat here that keeps your head nice and warm while you're sleeping. And, it's important to wear a layer. I got my little puffy down coat on too, which is really nice. So, being wintertime, it was a little bit challenging to get to all the cords and stuff strung out and everything. So, I had to kind of improvise a little bit, and I didn't exactly get all the little cords strung out and tied off, but I'll take you outside the tent here, and I'll show you kind of what I had to do to get this all to work. All right, so I am sitting up in the end of the tent here, so you can see I got enough room where I can move around and stuff in the mornings. This tent has what they call a vestibule, and I'll show that to you here in a second. They call this the vestibule, so you can keep your gear, undercover and outside of the tent at night. You can put your hiking boots or whatever right in that little area. Let me turn this around so I can see what I'm doing here. Whoops. How do I turn this around? Not really sure. All right. So, as you can see, I got creative with my my tent stakes. Obviously, I couldn't drive tent stakes in the floor, so I got the old duct tape out. I just kind of duct taped, the different cords down and stuff. So yeah, well that's it. That's my tent, and that's what I'll be living in the next 6 months.